Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace.
Thank you for watching Yeshua in the Tanakh. We go now to Genesis chapter 21. It's a wonderful, beautiful chapter because the promise is fulfilled. Let me read it. And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said. And the Lord did for Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived and bore Abraham a son in his old age, at the right time of which God had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son who was born to him, whom Sarah bore to him, Isaac. Then Abraham circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God had commanded him. Now Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. And Sarah said, God has made me laugh, and all who hear will laugh with me. She also said, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? For I have borne him a son in his old age. Yes, the life with the Lord is a life with promises. It's a life with surprises. And it's a life of joy. And this is what shines forth in these chapters. Because for 25 long years they've been waiting for a son. In Ecclesiastes 3 verse 12 it says, he makes all things beautiful in his time. That's 100%, all things. He makes it beautiful, but always in his time. It's wonderful to read that when God promises something, he also does it. When he says it, he is doing it. And so there is joy. At the right time, Isaac was born. The meaning of Isaac is laughter. And Sarah had once laughed in unbelief. Abraham had laughed in his heart. But now the laughter is a laughter of joy. Isaac brought joy in the tent. After several years, when Isaac is weaned, that is the moment that he is taken off the breast, becoming more independent, there is a feast. And what do we see? Ishmael teases Isaac, who is going through a difficult time, being separated from his mother. And Sarah sees this, and she says to Abraham, Hagar and Ishmael have to go. Abraham is displeased because he loves this son who was with him for 17 years. But God comes to Abraham and says, your wife was right. There is no other way to get harmony in the tent. Hagar and Ishmael have to go. The school of faith of Abraham and Sarah is a school of separation, first from his father, then from Lot, now also from Hagar and Ishmael. Abraham obeys the Lord early in the morning. We read it in verse 14 of chapter 21. Hagar and Ishmael leave Abraham and Sarah. Paul uses this in Galatians 4 from 22 till 31 as an allegory. Hagar stands for the law, Ishmael stands for the flesh, Sarah stands for grace, and Isaac stands for the Spirit. In Galatians 5:16, we know that the flesh is always against the Spirit. So you see that God works good out of this to explain the truth of the matter through the Apostle Paul. The Lord did not leave Hagar and Ishmael. When the water was gone, Hagar wept, and she laid her son under a bush because she did not want to see him die. In the distress of the boy Ishmael, he started to pray, and the Lord heard the prayer of the boy. And God was with Ishmael, and the Lord opened the eyes of Hagar. And so the Lord went with them. The Lord did not leave them. The Lord blessed them on their way. Later, we find Ishmael again, and he brings Joseph to Egypt. So even Ishmael is a part of God's redemptive plan with this world. In continuation of this chapter, we see that Abimelech and Abraham give each other gifts, bless each other, and they make a covenant. All is well. And we see that there is a spiritual growth in Abraham, in Sarah, as they both enjoy their growing up son, Isaac. Abraham starts to think about the future. And we read in Genesis 21, verse 33, then Abraham planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba, and there called on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. In the walk of faith of Abraham, we see as Abraham obeys, the Lord reveals more of himself. The Lord who provides, the Lord Almighty, and now the eternal God. And this is an upgoing hill. As we walk with the Lord, He shows us more of Himself. This tamarisk tree tells me that Abraham is already thinking about the next generation. In his lifetime, he will not sit under the shadow of this tree, because this tree grows very, very slow. But he is already thinking about his children, about his grandchildren. It's good to invest in those that live afterwards. Our life matters. And it's good to think, how do we end our school of faith here on earth? Abraham and Sarah both have seen the fulfillment of God's promises. Abraham and Sarah are filled with joy because that is what Isaac brought. Harmony is back in the tent. And Abraham and Sarah know that God, who is the same, will continue through their generations to come. And that's why he plants the tamarisk tree. What can we learn in this chapter about the Lord Jesus Christ? The Lord Jesus Christ is the truth. And what he promises, he will do. The Lord Jesus Christ is 100% God and eternal. The Lord Jesus Christ gives us joy that no one can take away. And as for the future, what he did in the past and what he does today, he is the same. He will do also in the future. So, we can give an unknown future to a known God and live with joy in our hearts.